It's that time again, boys, and you know, I've already made a video like this before, and before you guys get into it, oh my god, not another one. Yes, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, you know what, because I'm gonna stop apologizing for that, because I want this game to improve. It's just that simple. Everybody wants this game to improve, right? So, as you can see, not just me, we got Rhyme, we got Goresh, we got Rai, we got other content creators specifically making a video today. When you're seeing this today, fix legends, right? That's all. It's just that simple, right? Well, it shouldn't be that hard, but yes, we're gonna simplify it as best as we can. We just want legends to be fixed because we as a community and we as content creators especially, we are tired, we are drained, we are just, you know, we're just to that point. It's just like, all right, man, like how much longer do I have to do this? Because, you know, as you can see with me personally, the reason I'm not uploading is because Legends isn't fun for me. It hasn't been for a very, very long time. And the reason that I drag out these videos and the reason that I even make these videos and upload them when I do is just for my community, my fan base. So Toshi, developers, anybody that's watching this, and I know for a fact, Toshi, I know for a fact you watch a certain part of the community, like, you know, Rhyme and Goresh. I know you watch them, and I know you watch me too, or at least you know of me. All right, that's no secret to me. But please, let's just do something. Let's just talk. Let's have a way that we can communicate to you and you can communicate to us, because I feel like it's been to the point where we as content creators and we as a community reach out to you, but there's hardly anything given back to us. We have to wait a significant amount of time to get some feedback or to get those messages, those news. Like, we understand your concerns, we're gonna fix it, and then 2 weeks later nothing has been really fixed. So we're gonna dive real quick into some of the biggest points that I feel like can make a major improvement to Legends. And it's not to say it's gonna 100% guarantee you to install Legends back and play. I get it, and you have to understand too, by the way, a lot of people uninstalled Legends during and after, you know, your quote-unquote anniversary. But yeah, like, let's just dive right into some points that I want to suggest as far as what can make Legends more fun. Okay, so as you can see, I don't play co-op like that. I only play co-op. Recently I did co-op with Riku, another content creator, as many of you all know. But like, again, if any developers are watching this, yes, he's another content creator who's also tired of this game. Now, I only play it with him. I don't even go online. I don't click, you know, battle and then search for somebody, because 9 times out of 10 the match disconnects or it's just too laggy. Whatever the case is, I'm not having fun with co-op. I like the idea of co-op, and I've said this before in my previous video. I like the idea. It's something new. I get it. But with something of this aspect, there's obviously, you know, there will be flaws. You know, anything that's new, there'll always be a major flaw. But as far as this goes, it's to the point where you're just like, it's unplayable. It's just not fun. I understand, you know, as far as co-op goes, you know, you guys try to make things challenging. You know, there's a difference though between being challenging and fun. And you want to lean more towards the fun part. For example, what I mean by that is, you know, you guys have given AIs, you know, the bosses that we face, random RNG that they don't even have in the game. And I get it, you want to be challenging, you know, but like, for example, that Gotenks co-op mode that pretty sure everyone is scarred from, that was not fun at all. Everyone was getting paralyzed, and he doesn't even have that in the game. You know, Gotenks was busted already, you know, and he's still really strong now as a unit. But giving him paralysis on top of the damage that he does and the key reduction, oh my god, don't even get me started with that. But that wasn't fun. All right, just maybe find another way to make things fun with that. But again, you know, I'm sure you guys are figuring out you know, more things. But the major aspect of co-op is the disconnecting and having no rematch option. I know you guys heard this before as a community and developers. If you're watching this again, I know you've heard this before, but it's come to that point that we have to emphasize it. So what would make co-op more fun? Okay, I've said this before. Whenever a co-op buddy of yours disconnects, whether it's intentional, whether or not it was just an accident, they had a phone call, whatever the excuse is, replace that buddy with a bot. The same exact way that you do it in PvP. When somebody disconnects, you play a bot. It's an AI. Yes, I know that may be hard to implement, but again, we are urging you to do that because it's come to the point nobody is playing co-op. Nobody just has fun doing it. So I'm not going to dive too deep into details. That should be very simple as it is. Another suggestion for co-op that I'd like to actually you know, mention and hope that in the future gets implemented is the fact that we can see our buddies cards whenever we let me say it out loud, whenever we rising rush. Now, not everybody has the means of communicating. So usually, yes, we play with our friends via Discord, Twitter, any form of social media that's applicable to us, and we have the means to communicate. We will do so, but not everybody will always be online. Sometimes you don't play with friends, you know, whatever. You play with that random person online, right? But there's no means of communicating, you know, so it gets frustrating when you want a rising rush but you don't know if your buddy has a rising rush. So I was suggesting maybe have emotes. An emote with meaning, like, you know, I can give a thumbs up whenever my rising rush is ready. A thumbs up will appear above my character during the co-op mission, suggesting that I have a rising rush. If my buddy sees that or he gives a thumbs up as well, then we go for the rising rush, right? Perfect. Now that would be fun, along with the fact that he can see my cards and he can see which card I select. So strike, blast, green card, blue. He will be able to see what card I'm selecting. Again, obviously he's my buddy. You know, we are working as a team, and as a team we should communicate and work together to defeat the boss. So he can see what card I'm selecting. I can't speak to him what card I'm selecting, so maybe he can actually see it instead. So let's say, okay, I'm gonna want to pick strike for this. He picked strike. Now it's a perfect rising rush, which obviously, you know, in co-op it gives an additional boost in damage, and you're more likely to defeat the boss that way faster. Perfect. It's amazing. Once you kill the boss, there should be that rematch option, because there's no reason that I should be kicked out of the lobby, restart, go back to battle, and then search for another buddy. If you just so happen to like this person that you're playing with, or if it's your friend, you should give them the option to say, hey, you want a rematch? If they decline, by all means, perfect. All right, great. I'll play with somebody else. But if they're willing to play with you again, then there should just automatically be a rematch button. It's much more fast-paced, much easier, and much more fun, and boom, you can grind co-op way better that way. And especially when you have co-op to get these free-to-play units, that would just make things much more fast-paced and much more easier and less of a burden for the community. That is what I want to suggest for co-op, and I'll be bringing up other points as far as PvP and other things that I feel that can be implemented in a game that would make this better. So that's it for co-op. Let's jump into the other topic. Now, throughout the course of this video, you'll probably be seeing some pictures or maybe some videos here and there, depending on how I edit it. But for now, let's just go with some pictures that I have saved. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but we had a training mode. All right, a very long time ago when this game, you know, just first started out, it was an option. It was a training mode. It was an EXP training, and then underneath it was a limited time training with the hyperbolic time chamber picture in the background, and it had Goku and Vegeta as a silhouette. Listen, I don't know what kind of Dragon Ball games you guys have ever played, but I'm pretty sure every Dragon Ball game I've played, there was always a training mode. Now, this training mode, I get it. You can just say, well, we have training right here. You could just, you know, go to Super XP, or you can just train here. But that, all right, that's, I get it, but that's not fun. Now, hear me out. This would be fun. What if you go into the training mode? This training mode could easily be for beginners or for players, you know, advanced players, expert players, whatever you consider yourself, all right? This could be for everybody. Now, this could, you know, grant the players, for example, who are beginners, to train themselves to learn basic things that they should know before they jump into PvP. Because, you know, playing PvE, sure, you're adapting to, you know, how to play and kind of getting familiar with the controls, sure. But training mode would allow them, you know, to play with a bot, set some custom rules, like, you know, have the bot have infinite vanish so you can practice your key cancel. Have them just be more aggressive, have them be more defensive, whatever. You know, that was an option in other games before, and, you know, on console, but I'm sure you can do something with mobile. I'm pretty sure you can. Maybe an unlimited time mode, or you know, just having the Rising Rush feature not be an option there, whatever. You know, anything that you can possibly think of to train and hone your senses and to train and hone your skills, as far as, you know, trying to get more, trying to be more responsive with your attacks, or with your vanishing, just practicing. That's it. Because a lot of people ask me, how do I get better? How do I get better? And I'm sitting here, I've sat here, made guides, and Goresh has made guides, D-Free has made guides, beginner guides, advanced. I've made those guides for PvP players. A lot of people have been helped, but a lot of people want to practice as well. So a lot of people, yeah, they're visual learners, but some people want to put all that they absorbed from guides and all that they absorbed from PvP, and actually take the time to just train by themselves and learn what they can do better to improve themselves, right? So what better way to improve if you can't practice? So practice makes perfect. This would be the best solution. Now, some minor things that you've probably missed in the just in general, like, as you can see, I'm gonna pop up some flashbacks, and shout out to Spider for posting this. So UST tickets from login, I don't know whatever happened to that. That needs to come back, and I'm not gonna dive into it because, again, these should just be obvious. I don't know if anybody remembers Z power from PvP. You know, getting those extreme units Z powered. You know, that was fun. How about character balance changes? I know you guys implemented Zenkai, but really, there are some characters that, alright, if you don't want to Zenkai, because Zenkai is just so, there's a lot of flaws with that, but that's just another discussion that I won't even discuss in this video. But character balance changes, just giving them a buff would just come a long way. You know, and how about the you know, the shop CC bundle? I know this won't apply to free-to-play players, but this actually, you know, gave you guys some access to getting revenue. You guys would just, somebody would just spend, I forgot the price because it's been so long, but you just get guaranteed chrono crystals and the guaranteed unit. Obviously you won't be the most hype unit, but it'll probably be the unit that's like, all right, they're decent, but like, I'd like to have them if you're a collector. So this could just guarantee you more revenue. You guys should just bring that back. Now here we are with our friends list. Now from here on out, there will be just minor things that I think would make Legends more fun, and it's not the most essential thing, but I feel like at this point it should be a thing. And what I mean by that is, well, one, I don't know who's listening to this, but please increase the friendship. You know, friends being just the maximum 40. I know it was 30 before, but 40 really. Maybe like 100 or like 60, whatever. I don't know. Just increase that number, please. But what will make this more fun and more essential? I've said this before. Again, we need a messaging system, a chat system, just specifically for friends, or at least a custom status update with our friends. Like 9 times out of 10, look, this guy, he was last online 10 minutes ago, right? Okay, so we don't know if he's still online, because what happens is this just only indicates that they opened the app 10 minutes ago, but we don't know if they're still online. We can make the conclusion, I mean, sure, 10 minutes you're probably still online. 41 minutes ago, for example, okay, that's a pretty long time. That's over half an hour. We don't know if that person is still active. So why not set a custom status for these kind of players? So a green dot right next to their name, along with a messaging option right here. But let's just say for now, setting a custom status right here. A green dot could indicate they're currently online. You can invite them to a friend battle or a co-op mission, whatever. They'll see it because they're online. They have the app on their phone. They're looking like they're playing the game. This guy, for example, let's put a yellow dot there indicating that he's idle. That means he's you know, he has the game open, but he's just away right now. He's probably on a different app, whatever. Obviously, let's just say, for example, these guys were offline. Were last logged in 2 hours ago. That doesn't mean they're still online. So a red or maybe like a gray color indicating that they're offline. So don't even bother, you know, inviting them. Don't even bother sending them a message or anything like that. You know, because they're offline. You know, they're not gonna see your message. They're not gonna see your invitation. Okay. Awakening equips. This is what I suggested a long time ago, and I feel like it should still be a thing. So, for example, I have, you know, S equips that I'll probably never use, right? Like, I'm probably not going to use some of these, but what if I were to awaken an equip and sell those equips, or use those equips in the awakening system that you guys have? So for example, if I use, let's just say I have this confirm, and you need a minimum of B equips, right? But what if I gave you an S, right? If I can find one. What if I gave you 2 S's and then I gave you another 2 S's, so you can see what I mean? If I were to select this, then that means that equipment that I am willing to sack off, I should have a higher percentage and chance of getting a gold slot for that equip. That's it. It's just that simple. I'm sacrificing these S equips, which are strong, you know, the minimum is B, but if I'm giving you an S equip, the higher it should be for me to get a gold slot on that equipment. Well, that pretty much sums up a chunk of what I want fixed. Again, I don't want to make this video over 20 minutes, so I'm gonna just give you a speed round of things that I kind of want Legends to just implement in the future. Obviously, PvP, the biggest one of them all. I should have sat down and spoke about it and more in depth in this video, but I'm not going to because I've already done that enough in other videos. So just straight to the point. Double RP, triple RP, we don't want it, we don't like it. Golden Showdown week was probably the most toxic season of them all. It has forced me to kind of lay off the game for a very long time and play more casual, or not even open the app at all. I'm gonna just be real with you because I don't beat around the bush. I just haven't been wanting to play Legends because of that season and the future seasons. Goresh has suggested for double or triple RP, just have it preset to before battle rank 50, so you can have double or triple RP until battle rank 50, and then that's it. That's the cutoff. There won't be no more double or triple RP. Matchmaking is garbage. Make it so that you play players similar to your RP. If I have 9,000 or 10,000 RP, pair me up against those players with similar RP. I shouldn't be facing 5,000 RP players. It's just dumb. Gaining 1 point or little points is not worth it, especially if you want to reach the top 10, top 100, like whatever your goal is. Make it so that you're playing players similar RP. It's just that simple. Inputs, there are green card bugs. If you select the green card, I'm tackling or tap shotting for no reason. Why? Ghost inputs, I select the card, or if I'm swiping to vanish, it's not working, it's not sidestepping. Why? There are things that are flawed in the game. Lag is one of them. Obviously lag will always be prevalent, but you can reduce it. You can actually force players to enter PvP if they have a strong connection. Pair me up against those strong connection players. Simple. That's all I want to say for now. I could go on and on, but I'm pretty sure all the other guys have covered it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and thank you to whoever is watching this on the devs team. Thank you, Toshi. We just need more effort from you guys. If there was a way to constantly communicate back and forth with us, then absolutely I would be more than happy to communicate with you guys more in depth. But this is just a sum of it. end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a great rest of your day, week, whenever you're watching this. Peace.